It's so funny when you go on to the computer meaning to do one thing and then you get sucked into something else. And I started, you know, answering emails, doing all this other stuff, and then I forgot, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing part 2 of this video. So just to let you know, this is part 2 of Pisces for the blue moon lunar eclipse. And I was talking about that soulmate card. And now I'm going to talk about this guy. I think I got this guy. I have to figure out how to pronounce his name again. I got to read from the book on him. And I think I got him for someone else's sign. Oh yeah, Dual Cool. That's how you pronounce him. I got this for another sign. I don't know which one. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Dual Cool. Hey, sounds cool. Known as the Tibetan, is a Tibetan Buddhist master. He is said to have had many incarnations, including as a devotee of Buddha himself and as one of the 3 wise men who honored the baby Jesus. Through his earthly experiences, he has learned the importance of spiritual practice and discipline, and knows that the path we are on unfolds over time. He is now helping light workers follow their dharma, which is a Sanskrit word meaning right way of living. When Dual Cool appears in a reading, he reminds you that your path is unfolding as it should. Take one step at a time and remember that your only spiritual function is to be happy. You are a powerful person with many lessons under your belt and a real capacity to share your wisdom with the world. Take the time to go over what you have learned recently. Recognize the strengths it has brought you and acknowledge where you have been courageous. Dual Cool is now working with your angel guides to help your journey unfold like a beautiful lotus flower, one petal at a time. Well, that's nice. And, you know, as I said, with that eclipse, it's hitting your 6th house that is more of the practical side of life, health, the Virgo side, your opposite sign, health and whatchamacallit, you know, your daily routine and things like that, things that are very concrete and practical. But there's always going to be that, because it's a full moon, there's going to be an opposition from the 12th house, the sun there. And the sun is, of course, in Aquarius, the sign prior to you. So, shining a light on issues that you might have really shoved deep down inside of you, not wanting to look at. And you're actually going to have a solar eclipse in this sector in a couple of weeks. So that 12th house is really featured for Pisces. And it's kind of like more of that purging, that releasing, maybe it's a better word, of even karma. So dharma and karma. Okay. So let's look at the first week of February. You're coming into this with the energy of the Fool. So there is a sense of maybe some of you feeling footloose and fancy-free and unencumbered by any kind of emotional baggage. You may have possibly, I don't know, if you've left a relationship or something. I get some cards here. For instance, this says the outcome can be like a judge making a decision. But let's take this one. You have this is a card of, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of financial security. But this is your financial security. This is not dependent on another person. And so for some people it could be like you're single for the first time in a long time. And it could connect with that person, like you're anticipating reuniting with somebody. But this card, it can also be that you are now seeing somebody who is a Virgo. I always say that that card is Virgo. I don't know if it's connected to specifically Virgo. It is connected to Earth, So it could be also Taurus or Capricorn. But because the number is 9 and that connects to the month of Virgo, that's where I get that. You know, there again, there's your opposite sign. And, but this is a card of not needing anyone to support you financially, if that means anything to you specifically. It's a very practical card in the sense that it's dealing with your financial stability. And it's a card of somebody who has all that they need. You know, there's not that sense of like, oh, I have to stay in a marriage because someone makes a good living and I would not be able to have a good standard of living. There's a feeling of autonomy is what I'm trying to say. The outcome is the King of Swords. So if this is a facet of you, you're really not allowing that water nature to get the best of you. I mean, kind of like that Fool card that is like about, there's like a sense of detachment. The Fool card is actually a sense of adventure. If you're, you know, there may be someone you're involved with that's connected to swords. Who would Pisces be connected to most of all? Probably Gemini. The other ones are Libra and Aquarius, which is right next to you. Maybe this person is a lot more mellow, and actually, if this is another person, they will tend to be very like analytical and almost like comically so, where they don't have like many emotional reactions to things. And who knows, maybe that's kind of the best person for a Pisces, because you have enough emotion for two people. But how this connects with that Nine of Pentacles, you may be dating now. Maybe you have been on your own little adventure after a long-term relationship, and you're dating this new person. I don't know. But it looks to me that it may be something with either your change of heart and becoming more detached from the things that, you know, typically would make you emotional, or if this is literally another person. I'll leave that up to you. I hope you enjoyed this, Pisces. If you'd like a personal reading, please click on the link below. Otherwise, have an awesome blue moon lunar eclipse. Bye.